yet another Blue Stripes. Today's edition of Mother Talks brings to you parliamentarian and eminent historian Sugata Bose. Here's what he has to say.
Good afternoon, sisters, brothers, gentlemen, ladies, all associated directly or indirectly with the missionaries of charity, children of God. I am a very insignificant person in this galaxy of speakers and luminaries that abound in this room. Sister Lynn and I chanced to meet a year back, and she reposed, for her own mystical purposes, she reposed some faith in me that I might be able to speak on Mother Teresa. I'm not so sure. However, Mother has given me the courage, and I find it providential that before I took the days, Mother Teresa spoke to me of the film. I didn't expect it. Without much ado, let me say that rare in history comes a person of the luminosity of Mother Teresa. We are too close to Mother Teresa to realize her value. I'm too sure that even the missionaries of charity sisters don't quite realize who was, or is rather, Mother Teresa. I am before Abraham was. So, this presence of Mother Teresa is there with us. She was not a human being, nor are we human beings. We are children of God, and God is not a human being. So if we are children of God, we are divine. However, bound in flesh and blood, we quite forget our divinity so often. Mother Teresa didn't. And it is a very rare phenomenon. I use the word phenomenon, which Christopher Isherwood used about Ramakrishna at the beginning of his book. He was a phenomenon. A phenomenon, I needn't define. Mother Teresa remains a phenomenon. She will never be surpassed in history. She is a prototype of many, but she will be the original one. She is no Christ, nor is Christ Mother Teresa. She is no Ramakrishna, nor is Ramakrishna Mother Teresa. She is one of her own type. These are never repeated. Unique phenomenon. To me, she was love incarnate, and I don't mean this in figurative terms. Mother Teresa was asked once, if I recall correctly, that how do you love so many people? She said, very simple. Whenever I speak to any person, that person becomes the only person in the world. This actually taught me a lesson and taught me how to love. When she wrote in my book, Such a Vision of the Street on 11th November 1987, I had gone to meet her, and it was very strange, that when I said I have come to see you, and I gave her the book to sign, she said, why don't you go down immediately downstairs? Malcolm Muggeridge has come. I was astounded. I said, but I've come to see you, not Malcolm Muggeridge. No, you go down. He's there, many people are there. I was astounded at the humility of Mother Teresa, that she was completely unconscious of her greatness. And therein lies the seed, the plant, the tree, the orchard, the forest of greatness. That you are totally unconscious of your own greatness. That you're able to be an instrument in the hands of the divine. You see, the problem of this world, the problems are many. We have been hearing about problems, infanticide, euthanasia, and so many other things, abortion, etc. However, the solution is God. I am a teacher, and I'm often confronted by parents about problems. I only say, meditate. Meditate, take the name of God. Trust God, not your child. Trust God. You just pray to God, your child will be all right. Mother Teresa trusted God. She was completely unplanned in her ways. I don't need to teach the missionaries of charity about Mother Teresa. They have lived with her maybe for 30, 40 years. I've just barely seen her 12 times. But what I can say is that she came into the world, in this storm-tossed world, in this trouble-stricken world, she came to teach us love. We all love. A boy loves a girl. Lovers love each other. Everybody is trying to love everybody. But how unsuccessfully? Because we are selfish. Because we don't love the other person for the other person's sake. we love to get a return. The return is bound to come if you love properly. Truth in love is bound to give you the return. I am not a monk. I can't be a nun. I'm sorry. But I have learned how to love. The day she blessed me, I knew I had learned to love. So this love is the message. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu on the streets of Nadia and Orissa, Puri, had, been maddened in love. He used to run down the staircase of the Jagannath temple, crying, Jagannatha Swami Nayana Pathagami Bhavatu. And he used to fall into trance and seeing the beautiful image of Lord Jagannath. Sri Ramakrishna came in the 19th century and he was again maddened in love. You see, these are prophets, seers, incarnations, great men, holy men, saints, sages, whatever you may call. But they are truly the salt of the earth. It is they who spice up our life, give us a motivation to live. Today I live. When I feel very frustrated, some years back I felt very frustrated one evening, and I was just rushing to the missionaries of charity like a madman. I was realizing Mother Teresa was not there. I could have gone to her. Midway I came back because Mother was not there, but her presence is there. I'm not very good a speaker. Verbose maybe, grandiloquent in terms, discount them. Mother Teresa was great, greatness. She's our mother. The night Mother Teresa died, I wept like a child, like never before, like never after. In fact, 6 days before Mother Teresa's death, Diana Spencer had died. That morning I was teaching, it was a Saturday. And I told my students, 2 of my students were there, I told them, something devastating is going to happen today. I don't know what it is. Could be an earthquake. Lakhs might die. I don't know. Something devastating is going to happen because I'm completely losing my concentration, which I generally don't do. I'm naturally concentrated. And my mind is swimming. That night at 2 o'clock, we got the news. Diana Spencer had perished on the streets of Paris. 6 days later, Mother Teresa was gone. Initially, when I used to go to the Missionaries of Charity headquarters, I used to miss her very much. It seemed as if a great power had been taken away. Something like blood has been taken away from the body. I used to feel a tremendous vacuum there. Nowadays, when I go, I feel it is fuller than ever before. Mother has returned. She had temporarily withdrawn, but she has returned. There is a message of hope in Mother Teresa. She is our mother. She hasn't left us. She will never leave us. I asked Sister Anfrida, a missionary of charity, how do you look upon Mother? She said, she is our mother. I feel her presence. I said, what is the goal of your life? She said, to be holier and holier and holier, and to feel more and more the presence of Mother Teresa. I feel she's there with me. All the missionaries of charity have dedicated their lives. To quote Swami Vivekananda, every 500 years, a great soul arrives. And how do you know that person is very great? There are so many great souls, so many people posing as God, so many people posing as incarnations. How do you differentiate? Even Christ had told, beware of false prophets. How do you differentiate? You see, when a great wave arises, that wave makes men. Swamiji had said, man-making is my mission. Mother Teresa, so far as I recall the last time that I knew about it, had already made renounce 4,000 nuns. They have dedicated their lives to the upliftment of human society, oblivious of this motive though. The amount of love they give, irrespective of any status. Everywhere we see status being considered. I've never seen that being the case in Mother Teresa's. Never. The amount of love they give truly makes me wonder how it is possible that Mother's work is continuing like this despite her absence. How much must be the pangs they feel? How do they carry on such austere living, day in and day out, with a smile ahead and a blessing behind? I won't deliberate much. There are worthier speakers. I can only say it has been a moment crystallized in love for me today when I speak. perhaps it will never come again. For the bicentenary, I will not be there unless in a newer incarnation to see. Good luck to all of you. Thank you. My prostrations to all the missionaries of charity and to everyone assembled here, for all of you are the children of God, and I am the least worthy amongst them. Thank you.
This week's trivia question is, as you may know, the Bharat Ratna is the highest ranked civilian award in India. On what date was this award given to Mother Teresa? The answer to last episode's trivia question is International Day of Charity. This is Aaron Claudius, and see you next time. Thank you.